Hello, dead gamers! Would you like a nice, lazy pet build, guys, using lightning and storm mages, stunning the whole screen, and it just looks absolutely insanely cool. Yeah, try this out, boys. You're gonna love it. I've just changed from fire. Fire's still got more damage, but this one, it's got a lot more crowd control in it, sort of thing, and it looks cool. It looks really, really cool. You have more survivability. I've made it got lots of energy shield now, so it's very, very nice, lazy build. Okay, quick summary of the skills, guys. Just a few skills, not much to do. Spark to cause shock, which increases our damage against targets. Pain Offering, aka Big Bang Voodoo, guys, from Diablo 3. Basically gives us a massive cast speed, attack speed buff, and damage buff for our pets. Deathstorm, guys, cast this on a dead skeleton to do a big blast of lightning. And then Detonate Dead, guys, basically corpse explosion from Diablo 2. And explodes all the corpses, just big trash clearance, which is kind of nice, just some extra DPS on top. And then Conductivity is basically a lightning debuff for the bosses, okay? And that's it. Right, straight in action, we'll go over all the other stuff in a second. Let's go into a quick map. There's one here. Let's go into it. We'll just do a quick 9. I've already been doing 12s with this already, which is kind of cool. And let's jump in here and show in action. It's really, really cool, man. It's so cool. So, our mages, our storm mages, basically, are casting lightning bolts that ricochet between all the monsters, and they look so cool as well. Like, look how cool these guys look. Oh, man, that is so sick. And, they electrocute the enemies and basically CC them, okay? So, most times, just run around, just for Pain Offering. Yeah, sacrifice one of your pets, but hopefully aim for the skeletons coming from the Rattling Scepter. And, just supercharge all your pets, basically. And as you go forward, just chuck sparks if you need the extra shock damage. You don't have to use shock here. You can actually have another Storm Mage gem. Just put another Storm Mage in and just use them as a shock bot if you want to. Personally, I like to be a little bit more active, so I'm just casting sparks to do it because I just want my boys to make some damage all the time. So that's just me. But you can do a shock bot, basically. Just set up a Storm Mage of all the shocking stuff that I'll basically put in spark, conduction, overcharge, and concurrent. Lovely. Right, here we go. So yeah, watch this, man. This is fun. There's Bob. So I'm not going to do no rotation. Oh, they're dead. And as you kill monsters, you pick up these little grim things here, and it gives you tons and tons of shield. My gear, I'm currently switching all over to energy shield gear. Currently, I'm still running armor energy shield gear. So my shield reserve can actually be a lot higher once I change that gear. So I'm currently doing that. So yeah, stack energy gear. Yeah, just walk around and yeah, just watch basically everything die. Want more damage? Pop your Pain Offering, guys. This drops and makes all your pets go red, which gives them rage, and they will die. Well, in this build, we also have corpse explosions. So I guess a Detonate Dead. Click cast this here. Boom, boom. It explodes multiple corpses in the area. Boom, 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 boom. So where we're going to set up with the support gems, you just get loads of explosions as well. Yeah, and it's just super chill. If you need extra damage, you can just cast Spark to shock all the enemies, which shocks them very, very quickly. There's a little cheeky yellow. Need more damage? Pop Pain Offering. Use the debuff, and the main mob would die. It's very, very fun, man. He's just running around, guys. What are you gonna do? We're using the shield as well, so we can block. But if anything survives the initial volley, it just gets stunned by the electrocute support gem on the main Storm Mages. What you got to do is run around and pick up these little wispy things here, and this recharges your energy shield. And that's what you got to do. Well, there's a strong boss guy there. You see that? He survived for a few seconds and then just got zapped. And you get the idea. That's literally what you got to do. So yeah, if you need more damage, cast Spark to proc shock on the enemies if you need the extra damage. Because when monsters are shocked, they take an extra up to 20% more damage on top. There you go. You can see them getting all shocked and electrified, etc., etc. Pain Offering, like I said, is your big damage bonus for your pets. Attack speed, cast speed buff, and damage for all your pets. Deathstorm, if your skeleton dies, cast Deathstorm onto the body. Does a massive lightning attack. They Detonate Dead, and of course Conductivity, man, which just debuffs lightning resistance. So depends what sort of content you're doing, But it's nice and lazy. You got tons of tank, tons of HP, loads and loads of. There's a boss here. Let me just do the full rotation. There you go, he's dead already. That's full rotation. And your amulet. Oh, I check that. And yeah, it's very, very chill. It's very, very lazy. And I'm just in love with Storm Mages so much right now. They're so satisfying to watch, and seeing all the electric just zap out and CC everything. There's another boss. Just debuff him. Dead. You know, it is super chill, man. Lots of tank. Got a shield now to block. Pick up these little wisp things to get more Grim Harvest nodes meant to get more shield. That's it. So you gotta do it's really, really easy, man. So let's go back to town now. We go over the skill gems, etc., etc. Also, guys, in the description of this video is the build guide to mobilitics for the passive skill tree setup, gears, etc., etc. Man, lovely. Right, let's pop down here so it's a bit less shouty down there. Lovely. Right, let's go, guys. So I'll quickly summarize what gear I'm using. Okay, so I'm using Scepter. Okay, so you want to at least have increased spirit, because the more spirit you have, the more pets you can summon. Try to get minion skills, minion attack speed, and hopefully have the presence aura that makes your minions do more damage. I still don't have that yet. If I can get that, then the pets are going to go absolutely nuts. So, and Rattling Scepter gives us an extra couple of pets, which you can sacrifice for Grim Offering, the skeletons, basically, to increase damage, rather than sacrificing one of our Storm Mages instead. You know, sacrifice the skeleton, just aim on him, click, bang. Yeah, awesome. Okay, so yeah, I've just stacking over this. Like, I'm currently moving all my gear over to Energy Shield at the moment, because the way the nodes work on the passive tree, you just get a lot more out of Energy Shield and armor. So I'm currently doing that as well. But yeah, I'm stacking resistance, maximum life, maximum resistances, maximum life, maximum mana, etc., etc. On most of my gear. Light resistance ring here as well, with massive all resistance buff as always. Lovely. This is my current chest plate. Make sure, guys, you get spirit on your chest plate, and energy shield and maximum energy shield as well if you can. And this will just give you tons of tank, man. It's absolutely brilliant. At the moment, I'm trying to change this one over. On my helmet, guys, try to get minion skills. Okay, get minion skills onto your helmet and your main hand. Okay. And you just increase every 1 point. It's a bit like Diablo 2, where every 1 point just gives you loads and loads and loads of extra damage. It's brilliant. The same for your amulet as well. It is possible to get minion skills on your amulet as well. I've been using this amulet for ages now, and it's got spirit as well, which is really, really important. And the more spirit you have, the more pets you can summon, which is great. I'm actually using one unique. I've only put this on yesterday. Oak Swallow, guys. I finally got an Oak Swallow. I traded it from a friend of mine on the stream. Thanks again for the trade, buddy. And this gives you spirit, okay? Gives you spirit here and chaos resistance. Chaos resistance is quite hard to get, so the shield is perfect for a summoner, man. So extra spirit, we're using the shield as well now, so we can actually block attacks incoming as well. I believe the block cap is 75%, I think. So right now I've got 37%, and there is some nodes on the skill tree that I'm going to go towards it eventually to up that block rate, because it just really does keep you up. It's absolutely fantastic. Just got a little rarity ring here. I'll think about changing this quite soon to a resistance ring, because I do have a few resistance souls, but it's getting there. These boots still only got armor, guys, you know, so I need an energy shield boots yet. But the main thing is try to get movement speed on those boots, guys. Maximum life, maximum matter, and hopefully some resistance, and hopefully rarity if you can. This is my current belt as well. Maximum life, maximum mana, strength, light, and resist, charms as well. And talking of charms, guys, have you guys found out that during mapping, sometimes you just die instantly to those bloody snakes? I think they're called sliver spitters, I think. For those that don't know, I only found this out the other day because I'm still learning this game myself. Poison goes through energy shield, okay? Which is horrible. And I'm also using my mana bar as a shield as well. So if a monster's got like a poison attack, a really strong one, it bypasses all of your shield, which is the bulk of your defense on this build. So use an antidote charm, okay, on your character. So as soon as you become poisoned, you become immunity to the poison, okay? And on my one here, I've got 20% chance to gain a charge when I kill an enemy as well, which is really nice. So this is refilling. It consumes 40 of 80 charges. So if you die to poison mobs, put this on, especially if you use an energy shield as your defense. That's about it. You're just going to die. Potions, as always. Lovely. So that's a summary of the gear, guys. In the description of the video, there's a link to all of it, as always. Right then, guys, so let's go over to the skill gems next. Right then, guys, so from Rattling Scepter, I've got my Skeletal Warriors with 4 gems, okay? So right now they're giving me Life Thief, so basically giving me healing. They're also giving me mana, which is kind of nice, because we are using our bar here. Mana bar to as a secondary shield, which is good. Then I use a Splinter, so basically they're breaking armor, and then Demolisher, okay? To be honest, you can use anything you want here if you want to. You can set them up for like an attack speed blind setup if you want to. But right now, I kind of like that, you know, these pets are actually busting armor on bosses and stuff, so I can do even more damage. Especially for free ones, which is nice. Alright guys, so Infernal Hound, this is from the Ascendancy tree. Basically, this guy gives you a 20% damage reduction, which is really good for your character. Then I'm using Meat Shield. So he doesn't do as much damage, but he takes less damage because I want him to stay alive, so he gives me heat damage reduction. Culling Strike, so basically he can kill enemies at a certain point. Okay, so normal enemies, if their life is at 30% or below, they would just die instantly if he touches them. And then it's 20, 10, and 5 as the rarity goes up. So it's a really, really nice thing to have. Wildfire, so he's basically Ignite just spreads across the enemies as well, and they can cull all the enemies, which is good. And then Elemental Army, so this way he's got more resistance, so he doesn't die as much. So I'm trying to keep the Hellhound as much as possible. He very rarely dies with this current setup. Lovely. Right, guys, Pain Offering. Okay, so Pain Offering basically gives you an aura that gives you attack speed and cast speed and damage bonus to your pets. Okay, so just pop this, try to aim for the skeleton if you can, don't do it on your Storm Mage, and while this is up you just get an enormous damage increase. Okay, all your pets start casting crazy. It's just super strong. I'm using Habilitation for the increased damage. It does take a bit of your life, but I wouldn't worry about it too much because you've got a massive barrier of shield to protect you, so you'll be absolutely fine. And then we use the Magnified effect, so the area effect is bigger, so that way it's hitting more of your pets. And then we're using Font of Rage, which gives your pets basically rage as well, and it makes their damage go up and up and up. Font of Rage from supported skills grants 2 rage regeneration per second for you and your allies. So rage just gives you a big damage buff. And you see your pets go red, so you know it's affected, and they just go nuts. I think, guys, my new favourite pet, man, the Skeletal Storm Mage. Man, I love this guy. He's so cool. So basically, he's a big lightning pet. Oh, I'm using his Feeding Frenzy for the damage increase. 30%. I'm using Arcane Tempo, so they have 25% more increased cast speed. We want them to cast as fast as possible, so you can basically electrocute your enemies. Okay, so when you're using electrocute, you can't shock from these pets anymore. But the electrocution, guys, just makes playing so much easier. You can shock bosses, man. Electrocute the bosses, and they're basically CC'd for 5 seconds. So if the monsters somehow are still alive after that massive volley of lightning, they're sitting there like this, man, and they just finish them off. And it's awesome. Then, guys, I'm using Lightning Mastery to give more damage to the pets. It's really, really nice, man. I'm just in love with Storm Mage right now. That's so cool. Currently got 12 out because my spirit bonus is fairly high at the moment. Lovely. Okay, guys, so the debuff for lightning is conductivity. Okay, so minus to lightning resistance, which is great. Just uses the bosses, hard targets, etc., etc. I'm using Hex Bloom, so curse is supported by skills spread to enemies within 3 meters when the target dies. So just casting a pack of strong enemies. Once soon as one dies, it just spreads throughout all of them. And yeah, debuffs at lightning, so you can kill them even quicker. Focus Curse, guys, makes it so this goes off quicker at 30%, and then Heighten Curse as well, 25% increased effect of the support curse as well, so that's why it's gone up to a higher tier. Brilliant. Detonate Good, guys. I just added this because it's just a really nice skill to have for extra damage. I'm not using zombies anymore, obviously, because zombies are not that good, unfortunately, in the deeper end game. Hopefully, GGG changes it soon, but I still wanted to use corpses. I looked at Detonate Dead, and I was like, oh, let's give this another go. And it hits for fire and physical damage, basically, and blows up all the corpses. And it's a really, really good skill, man. It just supplements your DPS really, really well. So, Detonate Dead, guys, with Spell Echo. Sporty skills have a 30% less cast speed, don't worry about that. But Echo's support skills have 30% more area of effect, okay? So it basically recasts it again for a second time, which is good. Corpse Conversation as well, so it makes it so there's a 25% chance not to use that corpse, which is nice, and then Spell Cascade as well. So basically, it gives you another shot of the corpse explosions on. That's why you can click once and sometimes see like 3 to 4 explosions go off. So it's a really nice way, especially like if you're in a tight corridor and your pets can't quite hit that target, but you see one corpse on the floor, and you can just chain detonate that in that tight corridor of those corpses, and it'll just clear the way, and you can just push through. So it's a really good skill to utilize the corpses. Scout Cleric, guys, I've only got 1 now because I don't have enough spirit to get another one, but they're quite cheap. 19 spirit. I'm only 10 spirit out to get another one. So basically, these guys heal your pets and can resurrect them. I'm using Unity. Sporty skills have 30% increased cooldown recovery away, so they cast a bit quicker with the heal. And then last scarf, just in case he does die, he's still active for another 4 seconds. Grim Feast, guys, this takes spirit to activate as well. Feeds on corpses to bolster your energy shield, while active enemies and reviving minions that die in your presence, so you're all around you, you have a chance to drop a Grim Remnant. Picking up Grim Remnants grants you energy shield, which can overflow your maximum energy shield, okay? So as you're picking up the Grim Remnants, those little white wisps on the map, it can basically just double your energy shield, okay? And once you're stacking energy shield across all your gear, instead of armor and shield I've got currently at the moment, If it's just pure energy seal stuff, this goes, like, your barrier just goes massive. And it makes you so survivable. It's great. I've popped in clarity, guys. This does take an extra 10 spirit on top, but it gives you an extra 30% increased mana regen as well. We are still using, on this particular build, the mana bar as a secondary shield as well on top. So that's why I popped it in. If I took this out, I would figure up 10 spirit, and then I could actually run another skill or cleric. But I found that regen is very handy when I'm spamming like Corp Explosion and things like that. And obviously, you know, keep myself alive man from the secondary barrier. It's really, really good. Alright guys, so Spark. So I'm using Spark basically because it just spreads, it bounces off the walls and stuff. It's really, really good. And I'm using this basically to shock my enemies. It's very, very cheap as well. It's only 44 mana. I'm using Conduction. So sports skills have an extra 100% chance more to shock. Then Overcharge as well. 75% increased magnitude of shocks inflicted with supported skills, but it has less duration. So basically it makes the shock go a higher tier and therefore makes it so you do more lightning damage to those targets from your pets. Yes, then causing current, guys. Shocking hits from supported skills has a 50% chance to also shock enemies around the target as well. So you just get a big shock chain. Now, like I said earlier, if you want to be ultra lazy, what you can do, you can just scribe in another Storm Mage and just slot it in and just make him basically a shock bot. Okay, but I quite like just spamming Spark myself because I like seeing it. It's quite a nice cheap way of just doing it. So you know, you can do just another Storm Mage and make him basically have a shock bot, because right now Electrocute is making these guys not shock but doing the big stun. Lovely. Alright guys, last one of these guys of course is the tree. I won't go through everything, but I'll just go over the most important things on the Ascendancy tree, guys. Ascendancy 1, go towards the Loyal Hellhound, so that way you get the damage reduction. It's really, really handy. Then, on your next Ascendancy, go over here to increase maximum life and Alter Flesh. Then once you've done Ascendancy 3, which is a more tricky one, go down here, guys, to Beardit's Wheel. Now, Beardit's Wheel gives you even more spirit. Reserves 25% of your life here, but you get +1 to maximum spirit per 25 maximum life. So when you get any extra life, guys, from your gear, or even strength, because strength also gives you HP as well. So I actually got a fair amount of strength for my character, because every one strength is 2 life. So basically that's turning into even more spirit, which is really, really nice. So keep that in mind. For the last one, I'm not too sure I'm going to go yet. I'll probably do part 2 quite soon, but I'm not sure where I'm going to go for part 2 yet. I might go over here. Not too sure yet. Alright guys, so yeah, I've just aimed basically for all the main minion nodes and energy shield nodes pretty much, okay? So all the usual stuff, pet stuff, it's virtually the same tree. I've just tweaked it a little bit now. I've just got put a lot more into energy shield now and things like that. And you know, get more energy shield now from your helmet, you know, maximum energy shield and all that sort of stuff. So I've just made it a little bit better now than it was. And so we've got lots and lots of energy shield, maximum energy shield, more pet DPS, etc. So more gem slots as well, which I need to still slot in some good gems. And I'm still using this as well, actually, at the moment, so Mind Over Matter. All damage is taken from mana before life, and 50% less mana recovery rate. I'm still using this, and it just makes playing the game a lot easier. So somehow, if all your mana's gone, then you've got your backup shield, and obviously your life as well on top, so it just makes it a lot easier and chill to play. It's very, very nice. And then pop down here, guys, got all the pet stuff here as well, and just start speccing into this tree as well. Okay, so go into here, increase armor and maximum energy shield, and up to here, 60% increased armor, and energy shield from your equipped body armor. So if you get a chest plate with tons and tons of energy shield and you pop it on, your shield rate, guys, just goes through the roof, man. It's so, so good. It's really, really nice. And it just makes you super, super tanky. So yeah, that's what I've got to so far. I'm still tweaking it a little bit, but yeah, I'm doing T12 now pretty easily. Just churning through the game. There you go, guys. Check out the description of the video, guys, for the build guide on Mobiletics. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Subscribe for more. Thanks for watching. Enjoy. Lazy Storm Mages.